In California, over 500,000 low-income seniors and people with disabilities rely on IHSS, an in-home care program that keeps seniors and people with disabilities safe, independent, and out of institutions. IHSS is a lifeline offering essential care. With demand rising, its future is more vital than ever.
Hello everyone, my name is Luis Bravo, Executive Director of the Personal Assistance Services Council. We are looking forward to being able to meet you, be out in the community, talk to you, sharing your stories. We had multiple interviews with IHSS recipients, and we appreciate everyone that has showed up.
Hello, my name is Cindy Soto. I am the board president of the Personal Assistance Service Council. I use she, her, ella as my pronouns. I am a Latina spinal cord injured person from my shoulders down to my tippy toes. I cannot feel or move. My primary provider has worked for me for 25 years.
I was born with muscular dystrophy. I was born to a family of 6 kids where 3 kids have the same kind of muscular dystrophy. So, and I've lived all my life. I'm in my 60s now. We ended up getting IHSS workers. And luckily we found 2 wonderful people. They were just so heaven sent for my mom.
She's been with me almost 3 years now. She honestly is, we don't see her as a caregiver. She's part of the family.
I actually have a provider who she is 42 years of age, and I've had her since she was 19.
I talk to a lot of recipients of IHSS, and we talk about all kinds of topics and all kinds of issues that they may be facing. And the minute I say, I'm a person with a disability as well, I'm blind and I use a wheelchair and I get IHSS, the whole demeanor changes, the conversation changes.
I haven't really had any experience yet because my disability is mental health, and one of my struggles and one of the things that I need help with in a caregiver is things like getting things done.
IHSS is a lifesaver for me, I'll tell you. So I got on the program back in the 70s when it had a different name. It was completely, a lot different than it is now. And so I was able to move out on my own and find providers. And it was like, yeah, I get to move out just like my sisters did and my neighbors and all of that. So it was pretty easy to find providers at that time, because it was a new program, and, my sisters wanted to help me, and my friends, so I hired them. It turned out there was a big learning curve for me, because I didn't know, I've never been an employer before. And, sometimes it's hard to direct friends and relatives. They always think, what's best for you? Well, for me, right? But they don't know everything. They couldn't possibly know everything, even though they, live with me. I've lived in their life for, my entire life. So communication is key. Oh, if you don't say the right thing and using the right words, then you could get yourself in a situation.
My sister had an IHSS worker. That's the first I knew of IHSS when she moved out from after college. And so she struggled with it because she had a hard time finding a worker that knew her, could understand her needs. And so finally she asked my mom if she would like to work for her. And my mom at that time had just had cancer and lost her job. And so this was perfect for her. So she became my sister's IHSS worker. And this went on for years that she was an IHSS worker.
There was a long period where I had no idea this existed. My family was struggling financially as well. Both of my parents owned a business, and they both worked together, and it came to the point where they needed to start caring for me 24/7. I didn't learn about IHSS through my doctor or Rancho Los Amigos. I would have thought they would have brought something like this up, say, hey, we have this program if you guys need it, or we can not we can keep you at home and not be institutionalized. When I did find out and I applied, it was a lifeline for us completely. It enabled me to be able to hire someone to come in and give my mom a break, give my dad a break, whether it was if they wanted to go out to dinner, then something so small, or they wanted to go to church, not worry about me being home as well, or me forcing myself to do something because I knew they wanted to. Like I said, it was a huge lifeline. I wish the doctors wouldn't assume that everybody just knows about IHSS, or even the nurses, just a social worker, somebody.
I'm on pause right now. I do need someone, and I'm in danger of losing it because it's been so much time, but I've got to focus and really assess what I need, not just the physical things, but the type of person, what kind of personality, the type of the mindset.
We invite someone into our home. We invite someone we know nothing about. And we have to learn each other's idiosyncrasies, and we have to learn each other's habits. To trust, that's a huge one.
Got to try to remember to keep a good attitude with your provider. Because if you get all cranky on them, who wants to help someone that's cranky, right? So, try to be measured, be respectful. Don't be yelling and screaming and all that. Just communicate in a, in a respectful way. They need to respect your boundaries and what your needs are, and also we need to respect them too. Without our providers, we would be I'd be in a nursing home. I'd be dead already. Let me tell you, it is a life-saving for me all these years.
I think people just need reassurance sometimes that, it's not always going to be perfect. It gets better in time, and you have to put into it your whole being. I mean, it's something you have to contribute and to work through, really.
I would just say, everything takes a risk. Just one step at a time. Nobody says you have to be best friends right away. Everything takes its own time, and find your rhythm. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Don't feel like you failed them or they failed you. It just didn't work out.
Any advice? Be kind. Treat them the way you want to be treated. And that doesn't work all the time, but it works a heck of a lot of the time.
It's such a special relationship a lot of people have with their workers. I meet so many really wonderful workers, and it's just really, I hope that we keep investing in this program. I hope we keep drawing more talent into it as well, because people are needed, and I know it's rewarding to our workers to feel needed and not just be working at McDonald's or In-N-Out Burger or something. This is a rewarding field to get into. And for the people that need them, I know so many people that can't find a worker right now. So this is really, really important that people that are thinking about this and take that leap and find out about how they can become an IHSS worker.
Well, for one thing, IHSS is incredibly important. The idea of people being able to stay in their home, in the environment that they know, in the environment that they have connections to, even if it's the cashier at the corner store or the person that walks their dog and just says hello. That connection to the community is what keeps people going. It's what keeps you motivated to live. It's what gives you independence.
Would you rather see everybody be institutionalized, or would you rather them see in the community? Because I'm sure every single person at least knows one person with a disability. And for something so simple as I can't get into my chair without help, then it's like, all right, you can go to a nursing home, or we can keep you at home. And I tell them, put yourself in that situation. If it was yourself, your family member, your most loved person was in that situation, would you push to be institutionalized? No. you would love this program because they're able to cater to their day-to-day. They're able to keep their integrity and dignity and be home.
My motivation is that I had a life change about 20 plus years ago. It helps me to help other people. It helps me to feel better about who I am and about being alive at all. If this is the last chapter of my life, I'm trying to write it a little more the way that I would wish to be known. And so I'm motivated by that.
I see my brothers and sisters in the disability community, they are not able to communicate with the policymakers because for various reasons, right? They'd like to, but they don't have the capacity at that time. So I hear personal stories all the time coming from recipients, and I feel their pain. I do. And I just, ever since I was a kid, I've always been an advocate. My mom told me, you used to help all the other kids and this and that. And it's just, I have a real burning passion in my heart when I see injustice, especially when it comes to living independently. I know what they're going through. Been there, done that. And so we all need to stick together as a community, and help each other out. It's just not right. What some policymakers, they don't understand us. They just want to throw us in an institution and be done with it. Well, that's not what we're going to do. Fight. Lead on, everybody.